Picture a land baked dry by years of no rain, where people are desperate and faith is being tested. We're diving into an epic story from the Bible, found in 1 Kings chapter 18, verses 1 to 40. It's about a prophet named Elijah, showdown with 450 prophets of a false god called Baal, in a moment that proves who's really in charge. This tale is intense, dramatic, and full of lessons about faith, courage, and standing up for what's true. It's like a spiritual face-off that could be a blockbuster movie, but it's straight from the Bible. Let's jump in and see why this story still packs a punch. Our story kicks off in ancient Israel during a rough time. The land's been hit by a 3-year drought. No rain, no crops, and people are struggling to survive. The king, Ahab, isn't helping. He's married to Jezebel, a queen who's pushed the worship of Baal, a Canaanite god of storms and fertility. Temples, altars, and 450 prophets of Baal are everywhere, leading people away from the God of Israel. It's a spiritual crisis on top of a physical one, and the nation's losing its way. Enter Elijah, a prophet of God. He's not a polished preacher or a royal advisor. He's a rugged, bold guy who speaks God's truth no matter who's listening. 3 years ago, Elijah warned Ahab that God would send a drought because of Israel's idolatry. Now, God tells Elijah, go back to Ahab. It's time to end the drought and show the people who I am. Elijah sets out to meet Ahab, ready for a showdown. When they meet, Ahab's not happy, calls Elijah the troubler of Israel. Elijah fires back, no, Ahab, you're the problem. You and your Baal worship have brought this on us. Let's settle this. Gather all Israel and the 450 prophets of Baal at Mount Carmel for a contest to see whose God is real. So, the stage is set on Mount Carmel, a high ridge with a killer view of the land. Thousands of Israelites show up, curious and desperate. The 450 prophets of Baal are there, dressed in fancy robes, confident in their numbers. Elijah stands alone, just one man against a crowd, but he's got faith on his side. He steps forward and speaks to the people, his voice carrying over the wind. How long will you waver between two opinions? He asks, if the Lord is God, follow him. If Baal's God, follow him. Unsure who to trust, Elijah lays out the challenge. We'll each build an altar and put a bull on it as a sacrifice. The prophets of Baal will call on their God, and I'll call on the Lord, the God who answers by sending fire to burn the sacrifice that's the true God. The people agree, murmuring, sounds fair. The prophets of Baal go first. They build their altar, place the bull, and start calling on Baal. From morning till noon, they shout, "O Baal, answer us." Nothing happens. They dance, chant, and work themselves into a frenzy, but the sky stays clear. No fire, no sign. By midday, Elijah's had enough. Starts poking fun at them, saying, maybe Baal's busy, maybe he's on a trip or taking a nap. Shout louder. It's a bold move, taunting 450 opponents in front of a crowd. The prophets double down, cutting themselves and screaming, as was their custom, hoping to get Baal's attention. Hours passed, still nothing. The sun's getting lower, and their altar stays cold. Now, it's Elijah's turn. The crowd's watching, tense. He doesn't rush. He rebuilds an old altar of the Lord using 12 stones, one for each tribe of Israel. He digs a trench around it, places the bull on the altar, and then does something wild. He tells the people to pour water over the sacrifice. Not just a little 3 times, until the wood's soaked, the bull's drenched, and the trench is overflowing. It's like he's making it impossible for fire to catch, stacking the odds against himself to show God's power. Elijah steps forward and prays, simple and direct. Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known today that you are God in Israel, and I'm your servant. Answer me so these people will know you are the true God. No shouting, no drama, just faith. And then boom. Fire falls from heaven, a blazing bolt that consumes the bull, the wood, the stones, even the water in the trench. The crowd gasps, falling to their faces, shouting, "The Lord, He is God! The Lord, He is God!" It's a total victory, no question who's the real deal. The prophets of Baal are done for. Elijah tells the people, seize them. The crowd rounds up the 450 prophets, and Elijah takes them to the Kishon Valley, where they're put to death, a harsh but decisive end to their influence. This isn't about revenge. It's about cutting out the idolatry that's been choking Israel. Right after Elijah prays for rain, and clouds roll in, ending the 3-year drought. The land and the people are turning back to God. So what's this story about? It's not just a dramatic showdown or a cool miracle. It's about faith in action. Elijah stood alone against 450 opponents in front of a doubting crowd because he trusted God completely. It's like standing up for what you believe in, even when everyone else is on the other side. Its courage challenges us. When the world's pulling us one way, do we have the guts to stand for what's true? There's also a lesson about God's power. The prophets of Baal had numbers, rituals, and noise, but no substance. Elijah had one thing: faith in the true God. The fire from heaven showed that God is not just one option among many. He is the real deal. It's a reminder for us, when we're searching for answers, do we chase empty promises, or do we turn to something solid? Another takeaway is about commitment. The Israelites were wavering, trying to have it both ways, worshiping God and Baal. Elijah called them to choose. It's like us today, when we're tempted to split our loyalties maybe between faith and popularity, or truth and convenience. This story asks, where do we stand, and are we all in? And let's not miss the hope here. The fire fell, the rain came, and Israel turned back to God. It shows that no matter how far we've strayed, God's ready to respond when we turn to Him. It's like a fresh start, even after a long dry spell. Elijah and the 450 prophets of Baal is one of those Bible stories that grabs you full of drama, faith, and a God who shows up. It's about a prophet who stood firm, a people who found their way back, and a truth that burns brighter than any fire. It challenges us to trust God, choose our side, and believe He's with us, even in tough times. If you want to read it for yourself, check out 1 Kings chapter 18, verses 1-40. Think about it. What's your Mount Carmel moment? Where do you need to stand up and trust? Thanks for joining me on this epic journey through the Bible. Until next time, stay bold and take care.